Hello everyone, it's Stepano TV here, and I'm doing a different YouTube video here. I've been doing strat over the last 3 days. One day I got very lucky and I dropped 2 Hinokora locks. Besides that, I've been maintaining like a 0 divine an hour average, but I just see potential in the strat, so that's kind of why I want to mention it. I got the idea from my friend Ter, who's playing in standard. He has quant gear, so the strat is a little bit different when he does it in standard. But I'm going to kind of give you guys the skeleton of the strat and make this like a nice short and sweet YouTube video. But I do think you guys should use this as like, use some of the things that I've learned over the last 3 days as like, you know, fundamentals in building your atlas and trying the strat on your own. So currently what I'm using for Scarabs is, how I was doing on stream is 3 plenties, 1 wisp, and 1 bloodlines. And what plenties does is it puts 6 to 10 packs of magic monsters in the map. And actually we don't even drop too many divination cards, believe it or not. But again, maybe we can min-max it and take advantage of the divination cards. But what we do is we take these magic packs and we make them stronger and we make them more, or we put wisp on them, either one. And the new upgraded Bloodline Scarab, because it gives it 1 extra monster modifier, we're seeing some really good consistent drops. However, we're also spending around the same amount per map as what we're taking in. So that's why I say it's a 0 divine an hour strat, so I don't want you to get too many expectations from the strat. However, I do think there's plenty of room to min-max it. Currently, this is what my atlas looks like. And I focus on beyond, which I think is quite important. And I focus on this magic pack size node for domination. And I focus on putting a little bit of delirium on the map. Besides that, there's not too much going on in my tree. However, there is ritual, which respawns the magic monsters. And there's also bismuth, which I do think are pretty good to try to figure out how we can use them more efficiently. So I just want to show you guys one map, and again, this is currently a 0 divine an hour strat, but I do think there is potential. I bought just a normal map here. It's 140, well, not a normal map, but a 140 currency map with nice pack size. This one's actually above average on pack size. It's 62. I don't filter for much other than damage on 3 seconds and volatile cores. And now I don't like the unstable tentacle fiends. So I'll do a map. Hopefully we drop something good. Hopefully maybe not. And I'm going to post you guys this video and I hope it helps. And please, if you guys watch this video and you do come up with a variation that you like and you want to share it to me or tell me how you're doing with drops, I would love to hear about it. Here we go. If you, the cool thing about this strat is quite fast. So if you do find something that works for you, I think you'll be able to pump out quite a lot of maps. And the other thing is, don't be too discouraged if you die. These divination monsters that come from the Scarab are quite tough, believe it or not. Right now, I have so many monsters on the map. I have no idea what's going on. I have 1,400 magic monsters killed already on the way to the boss. Let's see what happens. Oh, and I'm already dead. I was gonna try to show you guys something, but I'll do it on the next altar. The trick with these divination card ones is to not stop moving too much because they do a lot of shotgunning. So here we go. We come back here. Now you can click the altars that you need paused. That button is question mark on default, but you can also rebind that. Another thing I would like to mention is Beach sells for 2C each. I really think that's pretty, it's not well known. They sell pretty fast and consistently. So I almost died there, just so you guys know. I stood still trying to loot. We are not dropping too big yet. That's why I call it zero div in our strat. But we just did kill 2,800 magic monsters with +1 modifier. When I said it was zero div an hour, it was using Wisp. I'm just trying out Monster Lineage with Bloodlines instead of Wisp to see how it goes. We will do one more map just so we can get one tink for the video, you know? One little tink for the video. If not, then you guys have a very, if we don't get a tink, then you have a clear representation that it's not a fully working strat yet. But it's like a slot machine, and that's why that's why I thought I'd make the video. Normally, I recommend clearing out this. This is kind of a pain in the ass. To clear as much of these monsters as you can because they do add to the total loot at the end. But you also can run into a problem if you do clear all the monsters on the outside and you don't have a tanky build, and then you don't have anything to leech on while you're running out. They do not respawn too well. They may respawn a couple of them, but they don't respawn too much. If you enjoy this type of banter, this yapping, I stream once or twice every day on Twitch during League when it's popping. I know that this league is not that great for a lot of people, but I am still somewhat somehow having fun, and I want to try to share this fun with you guys. How I find the league fun is by just yapping with you guys, talking with you guys, focusing on, you know, the good times of the build. It sucks that we don't get drops, but you can make up for not getting drops by having asynchronous trades. Maybe we can come up with some crafts that make you money. Currently, I've been making some side money on the trees and stuff. So I think what makes this league the most fun is playing with friends and discussing with people what works and what doesn't work with builds and stuff like that, and challenging each other while being productive. All right, sorry about that. I had a phone call that I was. All right, where do I go? Where do I go? How do I get out of here? Oh my god. The tier 17 or 16 and a half maps where I don't regex anything. Ooh. Where I don't regex anything. Get very, very scary. Very, very scary quickly. Alright, let's do our last map here. This one's 235 currency. It's low on the pack size though. And here we go. Our map, let's just say this is one div to buy in. And then we got one div back in maps. This last one. So again, zero div in our strategy. Very, very clear on that one. Oh, that boss just got melted though. Oh my god, another hive, dude. One more thing I would like to remind again at this point of the video is all my testing was usually with Wisp instead of adversaries. So I think I assume Wisp will give a little consistency. However, you do get if all the stars align, your map might feel much better when you have it this way, because in general it feels like I'm killing a lot of magic monsters. Also, it might depend on the map you put in, right? Like if you get a map with pack size, you might not need the Scarab. If you have a map without pack size, you might need the Scarab. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I kind of made this video. I really want you guys to test it. I want you guys to test it, try different things, push it to its limit. We're not doing too good on this map. This was a low pack size map, so. We're gonna try the other strat. This one we're gonna straight to the middle. We don't actually need the blood graft. Also, I'm not sure why they put walls on this event. I think it was for melee players, but I just think it clearly is worse now. Sad. Which is a little sad. If you made it this far in the video, I just wanted to let you guys know that you guys have helped me reach almost a new milestone on YouTube that I'm very, very, very close. And I wanted to just take a time to say thank you, because that means a lot to me. And I do think that if we hit that milestone, it may be big for future Depano YouTube videos. We might add flashing lights, new editing, new AI generating, everything. Very, very, I'm looking forward to it. The new future of Depano YouTubes. All right, wave 17 of 24. I do find if you go look for the mobs, since I have a good AoE and explode, I do have a decent amount of chaining, and it does progress the waves a little bit faster. But if I stand in the middle and don't do anything, it feels like it never progresses, or very slowly progresses. I prefer being active in this event now. I don't know where to go. I legit don't know where to go, and we're dead. We're stuck here. We're dead. Boom. All right. We did not make money that map. We broke even. However, like I said, there's many ways to do this strat, and I do implore you to try to make it your own. And if it does work for you, let me know. Thank you so much for watching.